Welcome to Why Not Us podcast, man. Listen. Excitement, big energy. You already know who it is, man. Listen, Freestyle Friday chats with Sheeka. She's back, man. Like, we're back, man. It's about to be amazing. I know the people been missing this. I've been missing this. Sheeka, how you feeling mentally?
I'm feeling good mentally today. Like I went on a little mini, well, I say mini vacation because it wasn't long enough, but I went on a vacation, and even though I was like under the weather during that time, I was able to be in a space where I was different. I was in Texas, so getting the vibes there. But just being back on top of my game, feeling better, thinking clearly, not in a brain fog. So today is a beautiful day, a beautiful day.
Man, it's a beautiful day. I love how you just said that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
How you just expressed like, yeah, I had a little, little brain fog type vibe. You feel me? But look at you, man. You of greatness, so you already know the vibes, man. So
It
that's
feels
that's
good
what's
to
up,
be
man.
back.
For sure, man. What up, Rachel? What's up, everybody that's coming in? What the business is? Big energy only. Let's go, man. Positive vibes,
So
man.
Freestyle Friday chats with Sheeka. We back. We was on a little pause because life happens, but we back. So ready to tap into some topics, and we here for the collective, for the tribe. So thanks to all for showing up today and everybody who's catching the replay. So this is what we on. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You already know, man. You already know.
For sure.
So
So
let
I was about to say, so let me ask you, how you feeling today mentally? How's your day starting off today on this beautiful Friday?
well, it started off like, but now it's like, it's better. Um, my mind is powerful, so I've been breaking free from different programs that I've been having going on mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
your mind, like, you could be a prisoner of your mind. So
Oh, for sure.
I've been a prisoner of my mind for years. So me breaking out in different levels, I'm just grateful. Gratitude is
Hmm.
essential. So I'm grateful that I'm breaking out my prison. I'm breaking out, I'm breaking free of limitations that I was putting on myself.
Oh.
So
Hmm.
I'm grateful. I feel good mentally. And yeah, I'm just
Okay.
grateful. That's all.
I love it. And then nothing like that gratitude, man. That's like the best thing to have because when everything is going the way it's going, you got to pull through that gratitude.
For
Thank you. Good
sure.
to see you back, and welcome to the tribe coming back. We missed y'all for real. Um, as I normally do, I pull a card before a session. I was doing meditation and ask spirit to put on, whatever we need to talk about today. But the two words that popped up today, the first one that came out was gifts, and the second one was discipline. And so when it comes to gifts, the first thing that registered with me when it came out was that how are we using our gifts? Do you even know what your gifts are? Because some of us are still trying to figure that out. And so just knowing what that looks like, identify. My word is identify. So identifying what your gifts are, but then discipline as a whole. Like we probably could do discipline part one, two, three, because discipline is such a deep word.
I'm with it.
But those are the two words that came up for today.
Okay. Okay. So when you think about gifts and discipline, what do you think about?
So for discipline, because that's actually one of my lessons, and those of y'all who've been hanging with us know I'm going to always include human design, but it's actually in my human design chart. It's actually in my natal chart. So your natal chart is your birth chart that you pull. It's that word is through my chart of learning how to have discipline, making sure there's a balance in discipline. But discipline is being dedicated to something, like making sure you're bringing some type of consistency. And when I think about consistency going a little deeper, it's like that doesn't have to mean like a daily thing. It's just you making sure you staying on top of your game. So learning how to be disciplined in self-love, like loving how to love yourself, being disciplined in what you're doing when it comes to your work environment. If for those who work a regular schedule or just a flexible schedule, like how are you being disciplined in your life? So not only from a professional standpoint, but how are you being disciplined in how you're loving yourself, and how are you being disciplined operating from your spirit, from your love self? How are you just being disciplined discipline and showing people that you're gonna operate out of love. Like we dodging the drama today. I'm operating out of my love self. I'm disciplined in how much I love myself and how much I value myself. And me, I would say gifts. How I'm tapping into my gifts now, like for example, me using my cards, connected with my spirit, following your intuition. One of my gifts is all through my chart. Outside of me being a therapist and a coach, but it is in my chart that I have great listening skills. I use my listening to helping people learn how to get into their intuition. But your gifts is being able to connect to spirit and listening to your body and listening to what your intuition is telling you as well. So gifts, that's the basics for me. But gifts, how are you discovering what they are? And that could be you having a shoulder for somebody to, come and, say, all right, I'm ready to talk to you. I need to vent. Because everybody don't have that listening ear. Some people just, oh, what is it today? Nah, I need you to have the intention to be able to listen to me. So do you have that gift of being able to have discernment, to have good judgment, to be able to separate yourself from whatever is going on in terms of chaos? So, but I can go on and on. So I'm going to pause it right there. What you got for me?
So it's just amazing, like how, like I said, you just when you pull out the words and you pull out different topics, it's like, are you talking to me? Like I feel like you talking to me. So last night I took my sister. We went out to dinner last night. We went to Red Lobster.
Okay.
To everybody, I took them out to dinner. I like to take them out to dinner before I head out for a month or two. Spend time with them. And so last night when the cheddar biscuits
Ooh.
when the cheddar biscuits arrived, and I wanted the cheddar biscuit. I wanted two, actually. Right? And I didn't eat it.
Okay.
I didn't eat it, but I wanted to eat it. I wanted to eat it, but I know that I can't eat bread right now. So it was at that moment right then, I was like, man, I want the biscuit, but everything I'm doing now is going to help me in my ladder. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I have to stay disciplined. I had to watch my sister and my nephew eat those cheddar biscuits and devour it. And I just stayed disciplined, and and I'm grateful for my great support system. And my sister like, no, don't have it. Like I be needing that. I be yes, but my sister but my sister has been telling me this for about 3 or 4 weeks. Kendra, you are so disciplined. Kendra, you are so disciplined. Like, Kendra, I'm so proud of you. How are you so disciplined? You are not playing. So my sister has been saying this to me for the past 2 or 3 weeks about me being disciplined, about me being serious, about me losing weight. So, but this morning, the wife, because I speak into existence.
That's right.
She basically was telling me about my gifts. And I'm not a good listener, Sheeka. So at times people are not able to reach me because I'm not able to receive what their message is for me. So sometimes I don't listen. So I want to get better at listening and not being so defensive. And I love that. So I'm just being honest and open. And I just don't listen at times. So my old lady could tell me something like I should do A, B, C, and D, right? And then somebody else will come along and tell me the same thing, right? So it's like, why isn't that, when she told me A, B, C, and D, I didn't listen. But I did listen. I feel like I did listen. But at that moment, it just didn't resonate with me. But when somebody else, because sometimes it'd be different messages, you know what I'm saying, coming along, you feel me, with different people. So that's just basically it, So that's just a run day. So everybody that's coming in, how y'all doing? Much love to everybody.
Hey Misty, hey Dana.
So
Yes, and then I saw your comment too, Michelle. Definitely need to be disciplined. So that's the key. Again, how do we identify? So in what areas do you need to be more disciplined? Like, cause us calling myself out is kind of like how Kendra just said. Like, I need to be, work on my listening skills, work on not being so defensive. So being able to recognize where your areas of improvement. I'm trying to get people to move away from the word of weaknesses, but our areas of improvement, areas that we can grow, our areas of growth. And so knowing what that looks like. So thanks everybody for tuning in. So no, that's a like to, again, when you're working on a lifestyle change as far as a journey to losing weight, and you have one of the things that that you can't have, and it's right there in front of you, that's discipline. Like, I love that you were able to do that, and then like you said, to have that support of your beautiful sister to be able to tell you like, dang, you really doing it this time. But it shows how you really want it this time, and like you said, when it comes to listening, sometimes we're just not ready to receive. Like I hear you and I'm listening, but it's not resonating with me because I'm not ready to receive what you're saying right now. Like, my mind might be focused on something else. So, when it's time for you to receive a certain message, and sometimes we got to be in a space in our life where we're ready to receive what we're being told, so it's like, I hear that, but I ain't ready. So when it comes to discipline, sometimes we're not ready to call ourselves out when we ain't doing what we're supposed to do. And so just being able to know what that looks like. But yeah, you continuing to learn how to tap into your gifts and how you can use your voice, how you can use this platform and all the other things that you got in the background, as far as transformation, you're going to be able to continue to tap into your gifts and really be able to continue to heal people and help them just for the power of word mindset. It definitely is about a mindset thing. Like, I got so many, situations where, times come that it's like, if it wasn't for my mindset of me being able to change how I'm thinking, then I probably made the wrong ass decision. So, mindset is a daily practice. Being able to work on your areas of improvement is a daily practice. So how are we, identifying where is our areas of growth to be more disciplined? Is it that I need to be more disciplined with how I say no, how I, focus on myself? Because, we say we love ourselves, but how are you really being disciplined in that? Like, because if you know that food that you ate yesterday was not nourishment to your body, then how are you being disciplined to say, I'm on a journey to that? I really got a mindset change of how I want to lose this weight this year, or I don't want to be in the same place next year talking the same stuff. But again, you have to be ready for that. So discipline, you have definitely shown us how that looks. That definitely takes a whole level of dedication to self. So that's an operation of self-love for you. I love that.
that's
Mm-hmm.
that's like bread. I love bread.
Mm.
Bread is good.
Listen, that was always one of my
Bread,
struggles too.
bread is good. Bread is amazing. But instead of me eating a cheeseburger with that good old toasted bread, I'll have to settle for a lettuce wrap.
Okay.
Um, it's just like different things that I see myself doing.
Yeah.
Just incorporating things. It's just I just see it, and I'm doing it for myself. So when you do things for yourself, you really see what self-love is about on your journey,
Mm-hmm.
with the but while by staying disciplined.
Yeah.
Discipline is where it's at. Once you're able to tap into that discipline,
Yeah.
yo, it's a different level because you already know, I can stay disciplined with this, so I can stay disciplined with that. So it
Mm-hmm.
becomes becomes something that you can do. You can do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I'm just grateful that I didn't eat that warm buttery cheddar biscuit that was
Yeah.
calling my name.
I
Like,
bet it
the
was.
biscuit was calling me. Like, I swear it had teeth and said, "Eat me," but
Look. That mindset and discipline was the power, and
I
that's what
said,
it's
"Not
about.
today, cheddar biscuit."
There you go. Like, nah, I done been there. I know what it's like. I know what you lead to. I know
I,
what you lead to, biscuit. I'm gonna leave you where you at.
yes, because I would have, because back in the, I would have ate, like, what I'm saying, would have
Yeah.
ate, kept, and then asked for another basket. But I ain't eating. I'm talking about the family, but we eating
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
biscuits, I mean, bread is just like, I don't know, bread. Bread, it is what it is. I never ate bread in moderation, and so
Yeah.
boom, you see what happened.
Yeah.
So
No, and again, that shows you your strength too, where you are in your journey. Like you said before, I wouldn't. My mind would have won, and like someone, like Dana said earlier, like mind over matter. Sometimes we got to push through because our mind is so powerful. The brain is a powerful thing; it holds everything, and so we got to be able to talk back to it. Nope, nope, I'm not doing this today. You're not winning today. So keep that up. And then like you spoke about, just the past, the old version of you. That goes back to, I know one of my struggles has always been like eating out of emotion. A lot of us eat out of emotion or frustration or anger, whatever that emotion is, and then we don't realize the damage that we're doing to ourselves. But sometimes that's comfort. Like when we need comfort and we're not getting it the way we want it, it's the easiest thing to turn to. Bread is comforting, and sugar, a lot of sugar, like sugar. Going deeper, like sugar actually shuts down the immune system depending on how much sugar we eat. And so that makes us sluggish. It makes us, more susceptible to getting sick, And so, like for me, I've been sick off and on for like the past month. And I just was wondering, like, what lesson am I supposed to be learning from this? Because when your body is screaming and telling you something, you really got to go deeper and reflect on that. So the fact that you are recognizing like emotion, it is not controlling me anymore. That's a whole level of discipline that some people just continue to struggle with. But getting to the root of that is that what your intention is. You are on your journey this time with a heavy intention and purpose. So that's what's pushing you even harder too.
Yes.
The discipline mindset.
Yes, because it's like you have to be in the conscious mindset. Like you have to pay attention to your thoughts, because sometimes we don't even pay attention to our thoughts, and we're just here.
Yeah.
Once you start paying attention to your thoughts, and you got to understand that you're in control of your own thoughts. You're in control of your thoughts. So once you really understand, like, boom, I'm in control of my thoughts, and and get out of that program wanting to be the victim and wanting people to feel sorry for us, and and I really want us to get out about flaws. Like, why?
Yeah.
I don't even want to operate in thinking that we have flaws.
Nah, because that's and you know what, that goes into shadow. Like I always mention about, we got our shadow self, our love self to make us whole. So it's like, nah, embrace the flaws, embrace the shadow, so that way you can continue to look. Because nobody is perfect. We always gonna have something about us and we're gonna be our biggest critic, right? And that inner critic, power of the mind, that inner critic comes in so fast and talk us out of things that we know that we supposed to be doing, but we sometimes we love signing up for the pain and the misery, so we stay stuck there sometimes because again, that's comfortable. But when you have a disciplined mindset, you're able to push through and say, all right, I'm recognizing that this negativity is really weighing me down. I was having a conversation this morning with my partner, and we were just kind of talking about like just different things. And one of the things that I was listening to was like, choosing yourself today, and being able to say, how do I choose me? And so I'm challenging him as we're having a conversation, like, what do certain things mean when it comes to being you? What is happiness? Do you even know who you are as being authentic? Because I talked about how for a long time I wasn't being me. I wasn't being myself. I had to fit myself in little boxes when I got around certain people. Even when I first started off as a therapist, like, I'm still learning at the time when I first started, but I was being put in front of people that even though I was been there to help them, sometimes that we may didn't have similar views on stuff. So now I'm able to work with clients. Like I love when clients say that they use crystals, that they have their tarot cards or oracle cards, or they connect them with spirit, like on a different level of spirituality. And one thing I will share, like while I was on vacation, I had lost my grandmother, and my growth in where I am now and how I look at transition helped me heal and help me, celebrate. I was grieving the loss of her physical being here, but I've already had 2 visits from her since she didn't transition, and she is doing just fine, right? She on her next assignment. So we supposed to be celebrating. It hurts when the person leaves us from a physical standpoint, but it was something that I was able to make peace with, to know like she lived her life's work. Like we had a conversation when hospice came in, and we talked about how she lived her life's work. She done her purpose on this earth. So she on her next assignment. So I'm happy that she's not in this physical realm suffering what she was going through. But to be able to know, like, it takes discipline to be able to say, like when hospice came in, she was very adamant, like, I don't want to be on extra stuff. Don't hold me here. When it's my time, it's my time. And she transitioned in a peaceful way, the way that she wanted. And so a lot of us are not recognizing how we are not being disciplined and just how are we sticking true to what our beliefs are. And so being authentic and saying like, this is what I believe in. I believe that, I don't want to be held on here longer than I need to, but when I am here living my life, how am I being disciplined? Certain conversations you engage in or certain things that you might be talking to certain people that's draining, like exit the conversation. Because really your discipline is having a good mindset that I'm not going to be maybe on Facebook too much longer, or I'm not going to engage in some gossip that I know that ain't serving me, because we all have that, but being able to know like how disciplined are we of getting better, how disciplined are we when it comes to our growth, how disciplined are we when it comes to living on this physical, on this earth, how are we living, and making sure that when it is our time to go on to our next assignment, that we have felt that we've done everything we could do to live our purpose and to be in our life's work. So you might be disciplined in your job, but is that what you're meant to be doing? That might be your 9 to 5 or whatever you do, but how are you taking care of yourself? Are you so disciplined that you're not taking care of your health and your self-care when you're not giving your 8 hours to your job? So discipline can look so deep, depending on how you view it, but how disciplined you are in your journey to self is going to help you when certain things come. So when chaos and confusion and all the negative things come, it's just like, I got this. I might be down just for a little bit, but I'm able to pull out because I'm so disciplined in making sure that I love me enough to take care of my mind and my heart and my spirit. So,
Man, that was a whole word. The fact that about your grandmother, of course, in the physical presence, we sorry, to hear about that. But you understand it on the spiritual level. You
Yep.
understand it on the energy level. So it's like it's easier for you to understand, the transition phase of, someone not being here. So when people pass and stuff now, it's like I tell people like that person energy will always be with you, like be around you. You feel me?
Yep.
Because we're energy.
Yeah, energy doesn't die.
No, it
still is,
doesn't.
right?
It doesn't die. So it's a beautiful thing knowing that, but
Yeah.
we're so programmed to think about just the physical. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand that we're really an avatar,
Mm-hmm.
and understand that, our spiritual inner man is just, that's who we are. Like the
Yeah.
physical part and the ego. And once we get all that and we just operate in love, like it's a beautiful thing, man.
Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing, operating in love. Like how disciplined are we, to operate out of our love self? Because sometimes, again, it's hard to um, operate and pull into our love self when ego and flesh can be so strong. Sometimes it's just like, okay, I got to go in hermit mode and figure this out. I love you too, Kat. And, it's just being able to say, all right, I need to take a step back. Maybe life is overwhelming. Things are overwhelming. When things like this, because I had to tell myself, like, I knew, and for many years, like, and I put this in my post when I posted that she had transitioned, was that I used to think knowing that somebody was leaving was going to be easier, but it's like, ooh, this hurt. But it hurt because I told her before I left, I said, I'm not going to be selfish and ask you to wait till I come back from out of town. Cause I kind of knew, and I know she knew too, but it was just like, dang, okay, she ain't going to be in that room when I come back at my mom's house. But I know, like when I was comforting one of my cousins, when we went to her viewing and I was speaking, like her energy is here. When you need her, just call her. So it's like, we know, but sometimes, when we get into ego and stuff, we have to remember who we are. So operating out of love and to be able to say like, all right, I know she right here, or I know that when we going through different things, we're able to call on whatever energy we need. And I went into doing a Reiki session this morning because I felt just a little unbalanced this morning. But when I did like just touching, my heart and just kind of opening myself up, oh, it was a whole different vibe. Like, and I got in the car coming to my office today, Together Again by Janet Jackson came on, and it shifted my whole, I heard that song in a minute, but I listened to the words differently and I was like, oh, okay. So sometimes messages come through different, at different times when it's right on time when we need it. So just kind of putting that out there. But going back to, like I said, discipline, I challenge y'all homework. I'm back with the homework assignment is to identify areas that you lack discipline, so that way you can start working on what those things are to be able to. Again, we all about providing y'all with tools of how can you tap into the better, the better version of yourself. So find out where not being disciplined. Is it how you eating? Is it how you, not holding space, for the right people? Sometimes we hold space for the wrong people, and we're not putting energy where we need to. Are you disciplined in saying that you need to, finally buy something that you've been holding off on, or maybe spending time with some family, that trip that you probably need to take, whatever that is. There's so many things, but identify in what area of your life that you're lacking discipline so you can get on it. We in the second phase of the year, y'all. Let's get it done. We still here. We got plenty goals that we can accomplish between now and the end of this year. So challenge you to be able to identify what areas of that you're lacking, so that way you can, by the end of the year, say, okay, I won't doing this in July, but now, I might be down some extra weight, or I haven't ate this in a while, and I realize that my body is functioning a whole lot better because I won't eat such and such for a long time. So, and then again, just putting your boundaries up with certain people, to be able to say that I'm disciplined enough to be able to say, I don't want to talk to you today, or just having boundaries and saying, I can't talk right now, but I would love to talk to you later. Or maybe I can send you to somebody else to talk to. And I'm always going to push, if you need a mentor, a life coach, a therapist, whatever you are in your life, find somebody to talk to. I promise you, it's too many resources out here. So I'm always going to push, like, making sure you got an outlet and a safe space. And I try to get away from safe, but a brave space, because you want to be able to have a space where you're feeling brave to be able to be authentic and be who you are, and not have to worry about anybody judging you for not being able to just say, I'm struggling today, or, I'm pissed off today, or whatever that is, to have a welcoming space. But how disciplined are you in terms of managing your mental health as well? That's the big piece too. So
Yeah, I totally agree. And you have to be disciplined with your ego too, because your ego, well, my ego, I can speak on me. It's my ego try to come, and my ego my ego tries to, tell me, talk to me, and it's like, yo, bruh, nah, that ain't what I'm on. Like, I gotta really be having conversations with my flesh, with my ego. It's like you really having a whole conversation without even saying nothing sometimes mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because a situation could have happened, and boom, you feel me? Your ego wants to say, "Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? You feel me?" And I'm like, "Bruh, that ain't what I'm on." You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I really have to tell my ego that, like,
You
bruh, that
do. You
ain't what
gotta
I'm
tell it.
on, bruh. No, little bruh. That's not what I'm on, man. That's not what I'm on. Everybody that's joining, how you doing? Justin, what's going on? I see you on YouTube. What's going on with you? But yeah, so discipline is key. And that's where it is. Like, discipline, whatever you want, discipline. If you don't want to work that 9 to 5, don't work that 9 to 5. If that's not what you supposed to be doing, why are you doing it? You know that's not what your spirit want, because eventually you gonna get so fed up with it, because we wait until we feeling bad. Like, we got to be really, really hurt for us to really change our mind, and it shouldn't even be like that.
Yeah.
If we don't want to do something, we don't have to wait for pain to make us change.
Yeah. That's
You
right.
understand? We shouldn't have to wait for pain to make us change. Just do it because that's what you want to do. That's what your spirit is doing. Your past is your past. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now I'm trying to operate, in the present right now.
Yep.
And not and try to reprogram my mind to understand about what I want in my future. Even though I can't see it, I can feel it. So as long as I could feel it, long as I could visualize it, long as I could dream it, I could materialize everything. So that's my mindset. Yes, this person did that to me, but listen, I'm grateful that you did that to me. Thank you for hurting me. Thank you for teaching me this lesson. Even though you hurted me, listen, I'm just showing gratitude. Appreciate it. That was a lesson that I had to learn. I have to tell myself that.
Yeah.
I really
And that's
do.
what it's about. You got to talk to yourself. And I love that, because a lot of times we got to remember, we got to operate and give people grace, but then giving ourselves grace. Because again, like you said, thanking people for that. Because again, everything we go through is a lesson. Like you're gonna hear us say that so many times. Everything we go through is a lesson, whether like you said, whether it's pain, whether they hurt, whether it feel good, and like you said, like 9 to 5, y'all going to these jobs, y'all miserable. Don't let it get to burnout. I have physically and mentally experienced burnout, and it took me into a state of depression that I was not ready for because I didn't know how to say no. Not only it wasn't even about the finance part, it was about me making sure that my clients was okay or the company that I was working for. Like we put so much energy into things and then don't realize how detrimental it is to our body. So don't let yourself get to burnout, like you said, get into a level of pain where it's like, oh, now I'm sick and now I'm trying to figure out how to do all these things. Nah, how you being disciplined to make sure that you don't get to that point. If you got to challenge yourself and if you struggle today, then damn it, get back to it tomorrow. It's all right. That's for today. We're going to focus on that. Today is the gift. Today is the gift. So how are you being disciplined and using today and thinking about today being a gift? That's another part of gifts too. It's like us being here, us having this conversation is a gift to be able to not only just have people check in, but also us to be able to have the knowledge that we've gained over the years through our experience that we've been through, to be able to share our gifts, things we've been through, to be able to share how we maybe lack discipline. Because again, we got different things that we still struggle with, but how are we being disciplined to work towards it? That's the biggest thing. So the gift to be able to talk and operate from my throat chakra and be able to touch on people, it's a level that not everybody's able to, it may not be ready to receive, but when you're ready, it's a whole vibe. So I challenge people to, figure out where you lack discipline so that way you can get to the level where you're operating and using your gifts, whether it's to heal, to talk, to be, it's so many things that we're supposed to be doing. Like sometimes our passion and our purpose is two different things. Like let's say you might be the manager of McDonald's, but that might be your job, but that don't mean that's your passion. You might have a passion of singing or writing songs or creating content for people on social media, but you wouldn't do that as your regular job, but that's your passion. What kind of joy are you getting out of these jobs? Like it's great to pay bills and have the things we want, but how long are y'all gonna be miserable in serving these jobs or not in your whether it's a side hustle or how you're using your weekends or days you have off, because everybody's schedule is different, but how are you being disciplined and saying like, nah, I'm doing self-care today, or I'm choosing me today. Like it's okay to do that. Like we can choose ourselves sometime, because we can't be everything we want to be if we don't recognize that we are lacking discipline in our own lives to be able to have a longer and different and stronger strength, for sure. So
And I'll say that I lack discipline in like with my scheduling.
okay.
I lack discipline with that. I just lack discipline with it, and it's just like this is what I want to do. This is everything. This platform is everything to me. So it's like I'm always thinking about how can I make the podcast better? What can I do? What ideas this Jag? Okay, I could bring these people together. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I want to do this for August. Okay, the kids are going back to school. Okay, I want to do something for the kids. Okay, boom, I want them to be on this platform. So this is my mind. Like, okay, what can I do? Like, okay, I need to hit this gentleman up. Okay, I need to hit this football player up. Okay, he go to EC. You know what I'm saying? It's East Carolina. You know what I'm saying? It's like different things. It's just like I'm just in a place of wanting to be service to others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. Like, how can I add? It's not even about me. How can I add? How can I help you? What can I do for you? Like, what do you need? How can I guide you along the way? So, like, I appreciate you for transformation. That was a confirmation for me as well. Thank you for that. So with that confirmation, I went to go get certified for a transformation life coach. I did that. This is my first time even, basically telling, I told the people that I know genuinely, rock with me. You know what I'm saying? I really, if I put it on Facebook, I put it on it. But I used to put things on Facebook for validation. I no longer serve a purpose of being validated. I am the validation. I'm still at work. I'm still working on me, because sometimes I feel like I do need validation. And sometimes I hear myself questioning like, well, Do you feel me? Do you? Because it's like I want to know. Like, do you feel me? Like, it's
Yeah.
like I want people to say yes, I feel you. But sometimes I don't need people to say yes. As long as I feel myself,
You
and
are
as
the
long as
validation, like you
I'm
said.
working in a place of great intentions, and I don't really need a yes. I am the yes. So
Okay.
it's like I'm working on that, but it's hard because for so long I've been seeking validation. I
Yeah.
want everybody to say yes, Kendra, but sometimes it ain't gonna be that.
No,
So
it's not.
I'm working on that as well.
I
Like,
love that.
I'm working on that as well. I have to be
Mm-hmm.
my most authentic self. I have to be vulnerable. And that's what this platform is for. How am I gonna have this platform if I can't even be vulnerable? And I want everybody else to be vulnerable.
Yeah,
So I want everybody to understand this. Listen, this is me. I'm being my most authentic self. I'm being vulnerable. And I'm talking to you. And that's what a lot of people want to do, be on script and read stuff. And nah, I'm gonna tell you how I feel, man.
that's what it's
This is
about.
how I feel, bro. I
Yeah, that's
wanted that butter biscuit. I wanted that cheddar biscuit yesterday.
yeah.
So listen, I hit my
Mindset.
old lady up, bro. Like, cause she like, yo, you got your own mind.
Mm-hmm.
Babe, can I what about that biscuit? Like she want me to make my own decision. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I like
that's
that
what's
because
up.
that's teaching me discipline.
Absolutely. She holding
That's
you
teach
accountable. I
yeah.
love an
So she
accountability partner in a relationship.
listen,
That's
she
what's about.
holds me accountable, and sometimes
You
I'm
need
like,
that.
what?
Yeah,
Just
you
tell
need
me
it.
something. Just tell me, but I gotta make my own decision. So she's like, yo, no, you do this. Like she teach me.
Yeah,
Even though, you know what I'm saying, like she teach me, I'm always gonna be grateful for her
yeah.
and give her flowers, give her everything because I learn a lot from her. And that's my partner. And it is what it is. When we stepping together.
I
You
love
know what I'm
it.
saying? So that's what
Hmm.
it is. So
That's what
she
it's
just
about.
teaching me how to be accountable. Like Kendra, this is your life.
Yeah.
I don't direct your life. You're the author. You do it.
In
Whatever
the
you
driver's
decide to
seat.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not in the driver's seat.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here to support you, but bro, you driving.
Yeah, you're in the driver's seat. You are in control, and a lot of times we forget that because we might have lacked control most of our lives. And I tell all my clients that I work with, like I'm the co-pilot, like you the pilot. I'm just here to guide you. Let you know when you probably slipping, let you know when you falling asleep. I'm here to hold you accountable. So you got a partner that's holding you accountable and saying like, look, you already know what you need to do. It's just me reminding you of the power that you have. You just sometimes we lose the power. We need somebody to remind us. And even when the validation, like that's human nature. Like sometimes even the people who are the most successful people got all that they want in the world, they still need validation. Like sometimes we need somebody to just encourage and uplift and motivate and encourage us that we can do. We might be like, man, I can't do this, or I might be struggling. It might be lacking in my discipline, but you got somebody in your ear like, you got this. Come on.
Yes.
That might be all we need is that little push. That's it.
Yeah, and you most definitely want to have somebody in your corner. Like I used to talk negative down on myself, self-sabotage, and she'd be like, no, you're not gonna do that. So she redirected, like, no, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna be on this phone with you if you're gonna be talking negative about yourself. Like,
yeah.
bruh, she
That's
instant,
what's up.
no, you're not gonna do it. No, 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 you're not gonna. Like, I never had that, so it was like I
Yeah.
was fighting it because I'm like, well, why are you? What are you doing? So I
Yeah.
never had it, so it's like, what do I do with it? You
Hmm.
embrace it. You be
That's right.
grateful. You know what I'm saying?
Embrace it.
You
That's
know
the
what I'm
word right
saying?
here.
So I embrace it. You just be grateful for it. But it took me a minute to I no longer do that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I no longer do that. And I thank God for her. And that's what it is. I always gotta say it. I mean, listen,
Look, you gotta
um,
give her all the flowers and all the love because again, I know what that's like too. That's why I'm thankful for my relationship because there are times again I might lack discipline or I'm sleeping. It's like I like I said, I love my fruit. And I partner be like, don't buy this fruit if you ain't gonna eat it. Cause I be trying to get all the fruit and knowing that the fruit gonna last only a certain amount of days. Or I might
yeah.
have a day where I'm lazy and I know like today I'm going home, I'm going to juice. Got my fruit, got my pineapple, my mango, my watermelon, my oranges. I'm going to juice because I know I need that juice to continue to nourish me because that's what I know that gives me what I need.
You
And so
sound
just,
good, girl.
yeah, so you got to be able to, again, get disciplined and get back. Sometimes we fall off, but get back up and recognize, okay, I've been slipping, but to have somebody that you consider a partner that holds you accountable and saying, look, because I still to this day, I have to remind myself, like, sometimes I'm like, man, I don't see me the way certain people see me. But then he'll come in and be like, nah, look, I'm giving you a compliment. Take it, embrace it. Like, we got to be able to receive things and not let, again, ego step in and be like, nah, we need to recognize who we are, the power of us. And so to be able to have someone like, yeah, I give love and support, to your other half too, because to have someone to show you where you are now that's continuing to grow, when you're able to heal with somebody, or you're with somebody that's encouraging you to heal and to be a better person, that's a beautiful thing right there. Those are things that we need, because we're so used to being stuck in our old version of us, in terms of our trauma and the chaos and confusion that we've been in past, but we didn't have people to motivate and uplift us. So when we get it, it's a blessing. It's gratitude. It's like, dang, this is what I've been missing, but I wasn't ready to receive that then. So having this thing, like you said, now you having that, you're on a different path. You are ready to receive all of that. So,
man, listen, I'm ready. Something, yeah, but so, she on a different level. So it's like I said, she met me where I was at, and that's what it is now that I'm evolving and coming into my own. She already seen this, so
yeah,
she already seen this, and it is, from a spiritual third eye type vibe. I won't on that level, but she ain't play me like, yo, since you ain't on this level, I ain't gonna deal with you. But nah, she wasn't like that at all. She just molded me into the person that I am. She helped me, like, that's what it is. She dropped gems, and you know what I mean? She seen me be creative. Like, all right, so you being creative, bruh, don't listen. I used to talk all the time. You not doing nothing but talking. You procrastinating. That used to hurt my feelings because it was the truth.
Yeah.
The truth will hurt your feelings.
That's why it hurt. Yeah, because like you said, it was the truth. But like you said earlier, you identifying your areas of discipline. Like I remind you, you're a projector. Yes, and sometimes you're still working in that conditioned mindset because you want to help people, you want to do things. But sometimes you got to remember your authority, and your strategy. You got to sit back and wait for certain things. Because again, as you keep doing things, you about to get you sit back. The stuff is coming to you. But don't stop being who you are, because there are times that you got to put yourself out there and offer things, and then the invitation can come from people coming to you as well. So like I told you, there's different ways to look at invitation, but to know that, I can't help everybody at one time, but I'm here. Like I said earlier, discipline. How can I stretch myself throughout the whole year? All right, so on August, I might got 5 ideas, but realistically, I might be able to only do 2 or 3. But that don't mean the other 2 or 3 can't go for September or October. So all the ideas you have, man, write them out. So that way, when it's time to say, August, I'm gonna focus on back to school. September, like you can, you get creative with that. That's what you're here to do, to use your energy to be able to help people. But you know that you can't do too much. And then I'm gonna always remind you, you better be taking a daggone break, because that's what you're supposed to. You're supposed to be slowing down, taking your breaks. How are you disciplined into learning how to be a projector? That's a whole experiment. So you got to be able to say, while I got this platform to help and heal, because I know that you touch a lot of people and you have a lot of people coming in. So you got to be able to say, all right, I'm going to let y'all sit with what, I got. Y'all catch up on my podcast. I'm going to be on pause for about 2 days, catch up on what I've been offering. I'll be back, because you need time to download and you need time to digest with the things that you're learning. So as you, touch people as a transformation coach, you're going to be able to say, like, how can I show you to be disciplined in your time management, and to be able to say, like, I got a whole schedule. That's what the schedule is for. Put the, separate it out. Breaks, take your naps, slow it down.
So listen, that's what it's all about. When you first learn about, your purpose, it's gonna be some hiccups.
Oh yeah.
Because you just going. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you going, so I'm just going. So now I see that I'm creative. Okay, I don't have to do everything in 1 month. Right. I could break everything down. So I'm learning how to be disciplined and break things down. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm coming into, and And that's what it is. I'm
We'll
just
get it.
learning. I'm
Tell me
learning.
how
I'm
many times
learning.
say.
Cause I'm a projector, as you say, and I try to work in as y'all, generators and
Yeah, trying
manifestors,
to
and
be team too much. 'Cause, you know, we team too much. Generators and managers, we team too much. You not.
yeah,
But
yeah.
again, if that's how you've been living your life for so many years, it's conditioned. So you are. That's the whole thing about beauty of being introduced to the astrology and the human design things is learning how to operate. Like I could tell you, like I said, your natal chart. It depends on how deep you get into astrology. Like you can look and see what house is operating and what you're supposed to be doing. So if when there's certain things going on, you got to be able to say, okay, I got to remind myself I'm supposed to be slowing down. I got to remind myself I'm supposed to just take breaks because you have put out so much information in all the episodes since you started. It's people probably still going through your stuff. Give them time to digest what you got, so that way they'll be waiting for you to see what you got next. Because if you got all those ideas, you can do every last one of them. But when it's time, so just being able to step back and say, man, I got a whole vibe for y'all from now. Probably got a whole year of content you ready to put out. But
Yo,
it's all
that's
good.
what it is. My mind, like when I say my mind is so creative, my mind is so creative. And like I said, I always say this, I appreciate my old lady. Like sometimes I just be texting my old lady stuff. She know that's I use just typing what I want to do. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? So I could just get the ideas out there. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
for so long I really was like, man, that sounds crazy. Now I'm like, it don't sound crazy. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Cause
Right.
I was in a box. Now I'm out. I'm getting out of the matrix.
I'm coming out. What's
I'm
up?
coming out, man. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a comet. You feel what I'm saying?
Man.
With no destination. Like, what's
Okay.
good?
Come through.
What's good? What's good? What's going on, Trey? What's good? What's good with you, King? What's
Peace,
good with
peace,
it,
Trey.
man?
Peace. Welcome,
What up,
welcome.
What up, sis? What up, Shonda? What's good? Hey, let me tell y'all something.
I know that's right.
For sure.
Apply that
Listen.
pressure. That
For
good
sure. For
pressure.
sure. Listen. If y'all want to come up here, if y'all like right now, because y'all hold on, I'm about to sneeze. I'm sorry. This real
Salud.
life.
Bless you.
Hold on, I'm about to put it on mute though.
All
But I
right.
had to keep it 100.
But I'll go ahead and finish up what you about to say. But yeah, so just as a reminder for people who tune in with us on Freestyle Friday Chats with Sheeka, me and KJ kind of go through different topics. But if you ever anything that we're talking about, anything that you got a question about, like I said, we've been talking about discipline and gifts, but how we do, we talk about different things. But if you got something that you either want to come on live with us or either in the chat, before we get to our wrap up for today, again, just making sure you identifying what discipline means to you. So start with that. What does discipline mean? We got to Google it, get the actual definition. Just define what it means before you identify where your areas. So what does discipline even mean to you? Then I want you to identify where you lacking discipline so you can do what you got to do. But yeah, anybody that wants to come on, if not today, another time, but you're welcome. We're gonna always have a time where people can come on and chat with us, chop it up with us, or be in the chat and maybe have some conversation, because that's what it's about. We're here for the collective, for the tribe. So we want to make sure that y'all are getting y'all voice heard too, because that's what her platform is about. Why not us, right?
For sure. Why not us? Hey, so this is the time right now. If y'all do want to get an invite to come up here, we're gonna do it for like 15 minutes. If y'all do want to come up here with us, I could send the invite. Y'all can come up here and have a conversation with us. It's up to y'all. Y'all are welcome to come. This is a brave, safe space. So I use your word. But
Okay, that's what it's about.
But yeah, so if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. So you most definitely get asked anything that you want to ask. But discipline is key, and understanding your gifts is key as well. So we most definitely this is just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Sheeka, you know what I'm saying, she's going to be having tell them about what you're going to have. So I don't want to tell them about.
Oh yeah. So next month, and I'm still trying to figure, because and so just a couple of things, like August. It's my favorite month because it's my birthday month. Shout out to people who got a birthday coming up in August. But August, I'm launching off my coaching program, and it's pretty much if you're interested in kind of similar to what we're doing right now, like any type of spiritual coaching, learning how to maintain your mental wellness. It's a coaching. I call it a mentorship, but we're gonna go deeper. These are we have conversations here, but in the coaching program, we're gonna go a little bit deeper in different topics and explore, talk more about human design because I'm on a journey of helping people master self, master emotions. So how can we master our emotions, defining what certain words mean and how we in putting these things in our lives. So I will have an actual start date for that, and platform and information. I have an actual sign up where I'm opening up registration. But again, it's going to be $33 one-time fee a month. So if you're monthly, and it's going to go on for however long it needs to go on. I'm not even going to put a time frame on it because we might have a certain topic that we talk about, but I'm all about people, how you being disciplined and making sure you maintain. And this is an opportunity to I'll come on and pop in and have a message, and I'm gonna have a Zoom. I'm gonna do something separate where we meet like twice a month, once times a month in a Zoom setting, so people can actually have a separate space outside of just Facebook, that type of thing, to be able to have some group coaching is what I'll call, like I'll get on and we talk about different things. Let's chop it up, and we'll have a brave safe space in a Zoom meeting where we can just be authentic and just have a whole vibe that we can create. So I'll definitely continue to explore more and let you guys know more. But that's the gist of it. It's just a space where you can continue to learn how to be you, and learning how to master self, so you can understand like what is my purpose. Like if anybody that's not into human design, if you can't get into it, like we all have a life's work. That's why I mentioned about my grandmother earlier. Like we talked about life's work. We are all here. We have a purpose. And again, your life's work might not even be other people. It might be you. You might be the life work. You might have came back this time to master discipline. That might be your only thing. You are back here to learn how to have discipline. You are back here to learn how to utilize your gifts because your last time you weren't doing it. So you got to be able to know what that looks like. Yeah, if you want to hop on, Trey, you definitely welcome to do so. But yeah, just kind of putting that out there. If anybody is interested, that's coming up next month, and then like I said, it'll be a monthly vibe. And of course we still gonna be rocking with this, but just being able to have a space where you can be receiving some type of mentorship and coaching from me, because I want to be able to spread the love in that way. So
most definitely gonna be there. Most
yeah.
definitely. You feel what I'm saying? Most definitely
Sure.
going to. I'm excited,
Me too.
and I'm just excited to just be vibing with you and being able to connect with you. And we got a lot of things in store
Yeah.
for y'all, for the tribe, because that's what y'all are, the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
So that I do apologize for that.
That's all right.
So y'all are the tribe, and y'all matter, and we're operating from love and light. You feel me? So that's what makes it so amazing and so powerful, because we're not up here downgrading anyone and beating anybody in the head. No,
That's
we're
right.
elevating, and what I'm saying, we're just being of greatness. So if
For
y'all
sure.
on that wave, that's what it is.
That's
This
what it's
this is the
about.
wave to be on right here.
The
So
journey to your authentic self. That's what it's about. And that's why I love this space, because, like we all have different roles that we play, but this is a space for me. Like, I, even though I got my knowledge and my background, but, my therapist had his off, my mom had his off, like all that knowledge is there. But this is a space for me to be who I am, because like I said, we come from being in boxes. And so when we're able to step out and be who we are, this is a space where I'm trying to encourage everybody else to be the same thing. How you learn to be disciplined. We're going to end that like with the word discipline. How are you being disciplined to get, tap into your authentic self? Anybody that's struggling with being authentic and really knowing who you are, who are you? If you don't know who you are, then start exploring. And that's what we're going to tap in more to as far as my, my mentorship program, coaching program is, how are you, working towards learning how to be authentic. And if you're struggling with that, then I want to help you get there, because I want everybody to experience the love, that you're able to give, experience grace, experience what it's like to just not have to wonder like what's next in my life, because you already know what's next, even more greatness. So, but
that's the energy right now. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I'm just trying to make sure, that nobody has any questions. Nobody wants to jump on and, vibe with us, because that's very important, because we adding, we want y'all to understand, you feel me? This is for y'all. This is for us. So we're a family. So that's what I just wanted. I don't want to cut nobody off that want to get on here and vibe with us. And if even if that's not your thing, you can ask questions if you would like. So
Yep.
the floor is open to y'all. So yeah, I appreciate you, Trey. I appreciate you, Dewan. I appreciate everybody coming in, showing love. I appreciate everybody. I love all y'all, man. That's the energy I'm on, man. I can say it. I love all y'all because I mean it. So
yeah, that's what. Look. That's that whole energy of being like operate from that love. So we don't have any room in our heart to not do anything but love. So we love everybody that tuning in, that's checking in with us, that's catching the replay. Just anybody that's struggling with love. Listen, that's okay. We can figure it out together because we want to be able to not let ego take over. Because sometimes it's a battle to fight ego and a battle to fight flesh, but love's gonna always win at the end of the day. So okay, cool. Well, we're gonna hold you to that, Trey. You're gonna definitely
most definitely because I had already sent. I already sent him the invite. I already sent him the invite in the on Facebook. Like, shoot, what up? Because I see you. You know what I'm saying? He got good energy, and he'll be on the platform. He'll be on the platform soon.
Okay.
Like in a couple weeks, him and his brothers and stuff.
Nice.
King's doing king things.
Too,
I love you too. I love you too.
And
you know the vibe.
All your blessings that you got,
yeah,
that you receiving now, that you're gonna continue to get. I've been knowing Linda for a long time. Like I just love her life. I speak highly of her.
Yeah, she's amazing.
So beautiful.
She's amazing. I love her too. She family all day for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I'm just Sheeka. I love.
Appreciate you, Trey. Yeah, this is just the beginning, man. It's so much, it's so much that we could, talk about, and that's why I'm so glad that we have this space and we got just different things that we could talk about. Because again, that's what it's about, us educating and learning how to operate in this earth, because we got so much going on in the world and it's a distraction, and like we got to get disciplined and not let certain things, like I'm all for you having your TV show because I got my shows too, but sometimes TV could be too much on us. So it's like, how are you disciplined to say, I'm not gonna sit here and watch this whole episode, this whole season, when I could be over here reading or working on something or creating something, making sure that y'all disciplined even in the things that you love to indulge in, because sometimes they can consume us too, but we're just like, dang, let me get back. I was over there just doing a little bit too much. But if you need that break, take it. But recognize when that energy is being too much and it's taking you from, your focus. So discipline, even when it comes to things that we love, we need to make sure that we're rocking with some good energy to say, nah, let me cut this show off. I could probably watch 2 more episodes, but I really need to be doing something else.
Yeah. So, and I also like to, on YouTube, I like to look at Bob Proctor. I like to look at different people that's good for your conscious. You know what I'm saying? I like listening to people like that, and I pay attention to what I listen to now. Sometimes I listen to some trap music, but that's I'm more aware of I'm more aware
because we all have our moments. Like I love
sometimes I want to, you know what I'm saying, you feel me, throw my bottoms in, and I feel like I'm a thug, but you know what I'm saying.
I love it. Listen, when it hits you, like that's why I love, like, one of the things I love to do is go to concerts. So the last concert I went to, man, they was playing all like the old 90s hits, and I was in my whole zone because I was feeling better. It was a good vibe. And so sometimes we just gotta rock out and be who we are. Like if you want to listen to trap one day, and then the next hour you listening to inspirational, let it be. Because I'm gonna turn on Kirk Franklin. I might listen to Get Low by Lil Jon, and listen, whatever is gonna feed your spirit. That's what it's about. So again, making sure that you creating a vibe for yourself, because sometimes we need those outlets for sure. So
for sure. But y'all already know, like I said, because it's 8 people watching, so appreciate that, Trey. You Trey.
Hello.
Yo, Trey is amazing. Like when I know, like he's amazing. Like I love Trey, and not only been interacting with Trey for about 2 days. Trey is amazing. He's a whole king, man.
I want to see that energy over there. I love it. Yeah, shout out to everybody who named. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in, that gave their thoughts and like I said, again, I give people, shout out to people too who gonna watch the replay. We appreciate
Yeah.
everybody because again, whoever tunes in and listens to us, that's who we are meant to touch. Like who it's gonna resonate with, who it's gonna resonate with. It's like, so it's about us providing and giving you this on this Why Not Us platform, but it's gonna touch you. It needs to touch. So again, if you want to rock with us, y'all know where we at. We've been on a little pause, but we here. So yes, Why Not Us podcast, y'all.
Let's go. Y'all already know the vibes, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's Why Not Us podcast. You already know Freestyle Friday chats with Sheeka. That's Sheeka. She be knowing. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody has an amazing day. Just know that you're beautiful. And I love all y'all. And so, yeah, it's peace and blessings. And we out.
Yeah, peace.